Guys, I did something I thought I'd never do. By myself, one of the brand new iPads. So the last time I bought an iPad was the iPad Air 2. That was back in 2014. Since then, I have refused to buy any new iPads. And the reason why is because they are so bendable, so breakable, little to no pressure, and you can break this device. And it's over $1,300, okay? iPad I bought right here. iPad 12.9 inch. I'm unboxing it. I'm doing it one hand in my car, so I apologize for that. I had one hand with the camera, one hand with my thing, but I didn't want to wait till I got home. I was so excited. I got this during work, so once I got off work, I'm like, all right, you know what? I have to go ahead and try this out and see how I like it. And to be honest, I'm absolutely in love with it. But the reason why I haven't bought one was because they're so breakable. And when I first unboxed this and I looked at it, the first thing it felt like was this was bent. Now, I do not believe it was bent. I don't think it was bent. But it felt like when I'm holding it right here, it feels like it's bent. I don't know. Maybe on the camera watching it back, it looks a little bent. And I know that is another thing Apple has said many times is, hey, listen, you might buy a brand new iPad from us and it's going to be bent. And that's just pretty much something you're going to have to deal with, because based on what they said is, it still works. It still works perfectly fine. So if it's bent, it's bent. Now, I also bought an out-of-box case because I'm not ever going to use this without a case on it. Again, like I said, with how easy it is to bend, every little nook and cranny being pushed, it all will bend this device. So I have an out-of-box case, and I feel a little bit more content having a case around it so that if it does, theoretically speaking, get pushed in any way, it's not going to bend, it's not going to break. But like I said before, yeah, I spent forever not buying one of these things, and that was strictly the only reason why I did not buy one of these, is because of the build quality of them being so poor. I did not want to spend my money, and it breaks within a week. Now, I will say we will be doing a lot of stress testing on this device, and we're going to see how good it is, how it performs, everything like that. Now, these are the brand new iPads that do run the M1 chip. Obviously, it does have ProMotion display. It has over 60 hertz, 120 hertz display. So that's another reason why I did eventually to say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to see how I like it. And I'm going to make it my daily driver. I was rocking a MacBook from 2015, my 2015 MacBook. I'm going to be replacing my MacBook with this iPad. This will now be my, theoretically speaking, MacBook. Eventually, we will be picking up the brand new M1X when I can get my hands on it. Right now, the M1X MacBooks are sold out everywhere. So once I get my hand on that, we'll be looking at the MacBook with the M1X chip, or the M1 Max chip, Pro Max chip, if I can speak correctly. But until we are able to go ahead and pick that up, I'm going to have to go ahead and rock this iPad. Now, my initial opinions of using it, I do love it. The 12.9 inch is really freaking huge. I didn't realize how huge it actually was. Would I recommend you go with the 11.9? That's actually what my girlfriend did. She picked up the 11.9, and I'll be honest, I like the 12.9. It's big, but it perfectly fits in my hand, and it feels like a mini computer. While the 11.9 is good, it just feels a little bit too small in my opinion. But again, like I said, either or, you go with the 12.9, 11.9. It's still a very, very amazing device. Now, I will say USB-C is what it runs, and that is such a freaking amazing feature. I mean, listen, I know this is not the first iPad to run USB-C, but not having to use Lightning is like almost the best thing I've ever seen in my life. For the longest time, every Android phone, every single Android possible has USB-C. Nowadays, with how everything runs, everything is USB-C or Lightning. Finally, we have an Apple product with USB-C. Oh my God, is this absolutely amazing. I will say weight-wise, it is a little bit heavier than I expected. It's not as light as I was expecting it to be. It's a little bit more heavy on the more heavy end. That's definitely something I'm kind of surprised about. I don't really mind too much. Again, like I said, I lug around a 2015 MacBook, so having this be a little bit heavier than your average, or well, not heavier than the MacBook, but somewhat equal to the MacBook, not really a big deal to me. It's still overall wise, it's an iPad. Now, I will say that I do like how much Apple has customized these iPads to be able to run stuff like Lightroom, Photoshop, a full version of Photoshop. There's no full version of Adobe Premiere, obviously, obviously you can do Final Cut and you can do iMovie, but there's no official full version of Premiere, which does kind of suck because that is what I like to run. And obviously you can't run, Windows Boot Camp off this and run a Windows virtual machine, but overall, it's good. I like it. I like it. Will I like it in a week or a month's time? Well, it will take time for me to go ahead and figure that out. And I'll get back to you guys and tell you guys after a week, after a month, what do I think of this brand new iPad? Do I love it? Do I hate it? Just remember, if you are picking this up, go with the USB-C dongles. Do not buy the Lightning dongles like myself, because if you're rocking a Galaxy Z Fold 3 as a daily driver, and you pick up these bad boys for your Lightning ports, you're not going to be able to use them on your brand new iPad. And I learned that lesson the hard way, because all I can use now is one of my cables. I had to order all new cables because none of them works on this iPad. I can use them on my old iPhone, but that's pretty much that. And when you rock a Galaxy Z Fold 3 as a daily driver, you can't really do much if you don't have the correct cables. But you know what? You live and you learn. I will say, I still absolutely do love this device, and I can't wait to get even more use out of it. As a photographer, as a YouTuber, you guys already know, my main device, my MacBook, is my everything. That's how I edit. That's how I upload. That's how I move pictures and photos around. Now we have it on an iPad. I'm scared. I don't know. We're going to see how it works out. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe button down below. I do have a Patreon called Ryan. I'll have a link down below in the description. I think it's Ryan Tim YouTube. Again, you don't have to support. If you don't have to go ahead and, join the Patreon by any stretch of imagination. But if you like to support the channel, you can. And I wanted to create one just for anyone who like to support the channel. My overall goal, of course, is to do YouTube full-time, be able to entertain you guys full-time, information of videos, tech videos, kind of show off, hey, look what happened when I picked up. But at this moment in time, can't do it full-time. So if you like to support the channel and help make that a reality, I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.